we're going to be doing a review on the Origin. It's a piece of armor made by Paraclete. So we're looking to replace our current setup on our TAC team. We currently use Paraclete product. We're running the SRV, similar in concept to the Origin itself. What we're looking to do is kind of change directions to a little bit more up armament, as you can kind of see what I'm wearing here. So all of the options that I'm wearing to include the thigh, groin, delt, and then we actually have neck as well in here. And last but not least, we have the fancy butt flap, and this belt itself actually is level 3 rated, or sorry, 3A rated armament. So we're looking to go to a bit more up armored setup. What we currently have been running is a little bit more slick down, and we obviously know we're going to be sacrificing some mobility for added levels of protection when it comes to ballistics. Today we're going to run this thing through a gamut of tests. We're going to see the pros, the cons, and we're going to weigh those against 3 other setups that we're also looking at from different companies. So far, I'm impressed with it. It looks bulky, but it actually is not very heavy. And we're going to run a few different tests as far as movement goes, shooting drills with it, don and doff drills, things of that nature, to see where it may be falling short or where it's going to be excelling compared to the competition. So sit back, watch me sweat a bunch, and thanks for watching the video, guys. Let's discuss their placard a little bit. So their mounting system for their placard is kind of unique. When I looked at it, originally I was concerned because I didn't see any G-hooks to attach my own stuff. So for a second there, I was kind of concerned that they were limiting you to their placard. So this is the placard that it came with on there. This is obviously one of Paraclete's placards. This is not some other brand that I threw on. This is their placard. I'm actually going to take that off for the testing purposes, and I'm going to run the same placard for every carrier that I run. So I'm going to run Haley Strategic's TRMP for all the setups that we're going to go with, just to kind of keep things as fair as I possibly can and consistent. So to remove their placard, we're going to hop into these little snaps right here and pop the snaps, and they actually use a lot of Tigris components with theirs. So you pop each top snap, and then at the bottom down here, same concept. Tigris is becoming more and more popular and popping up in different places, it seems like. I'm not entirely sold on its durability just yet, long-term durability to traditional methods, but I will say it's super light. So you pop your snaps and then just slide down and slide up. As you can see, these big Tigris flaps actually slide down into these large Molle laser cut slats here. And then the top ones are where these little guys go in and snap in. So this is their placard they sent. They also sent out a placard that does come with G-hooks, giving you the ability to run any type of placard you traditionally run. It also has the hook and loop backard to keep that thing from moving around. And they also sent a pure laser cut Molle flat placard for the front, so you can put whatever type of setup you want on there. If you're not just running a placard, this gives you the ability to put your pistol magazines, tourniquet, you name it, and mount it to the front of this thing. So we're going to toss on the G-hook placard, and we're going to go ahead and put on that TRMP, and we're going to jump into our testing process. But just to kind of get a full feel of this, we're going to throw this on video and show you that it is not super complex or hard to do. So it's hard to get a great angle of it, but the little flap just wraps over to the back side of the Tigris. Snaps pop together on the back side, and then you're in theory good to go. One easy way to do that probably be to lift it up a little bit, but I'm trying to keep this thing in the video frame as best I can. So the Tigris components on here look like they're not really going to take much wear and tear. So I don't foresee that maybe being as big an issue as I was kind of concerned with. I have seen some different companies now that are really pushing the Tigris products that I have had failures with. Hopefully we don't have that here. And I'm not going to have a ton of time to beat this thing up, so I really don't get to push it to the limit per se. I'm sure that Paraclete wouldn't be fired up if I just completely destroyed this thing. All right, fight with that last one a little bit just to kind of give you a concept of what we're trying to do. I'm not going to fight with the snaps and sit here for 20 minutes. So on, clip, clip. So I honestly like that concept pretty nice. Gives you the ability to just potentially have 3 or 4 different placards depending on your mission set. So if you're a breacher one day, you pop this placard off, throw on your breaching placard. If you're going to be an entry guy, pop on your entry placard, sniper, so on and so forth. So I'm going to give them props there, having the ability to run many different setups and have options available to the end user is a big plus in my book. We're going to throw through some testing under time. So first thing we're going to do is throw some time testing or timed shooting tests at it. We'll do about three or four different courses of fire under time, see how much it's going to inhibit our ability to get a gun out quick and into a gunfight, and just kind of see if our range of motion is really screwed up by this or not. So first one we'll do is just going to be a single shot on target from the high ready, and we'll try and push it to around a second and try and get a good one shot A-zone hit. 0.74, good hit. I didn't feel anything weird there. That was still just fine. These delt pads really don't give me any issue of pressing out. That shooter cut really helps too. And I should say I'm not running their plates. I threw in some just some Spiding or Spartan 500 or something like that plates that I had laying around the house. So it's heavier actually than would be for their plates inside this thing. .158 part time was 175. Good hit. Uh, 1.05 part time was 1.5. Two good A-zone hits. Ah, fucking pushed one left. 2 reload 2. We are going to reload off the TRMP. I normally reload from the belt, so it's a bit of an adjustment. This thing has the ability to stow your pistol mags on it. I don't love that option for it, but we're going to use it today and for the rest of these. Looks like good hits. 4.32. Definitely a little slower. I certainly wanted to reach down to that belt reload option, but that is what it is. I will jump to the rifle. 1 shot, 1 second. The shot timer took a shit, so we're going to go without. I'm not too worried about times because those can be subjective to the user, which is me. So more than anything, I want to see if we can get it up there quickly, break a shot quickly. Does it feel comfortable? Does it not feel comfortable? So 1 shot, 1 second. Not bad. Marrying up is it's a little different with this setup than what I'm used to. I don't have as much room for forgiveness when I shoulder that rifle. If I hit that plate, I'm just sliding. If I hit that crevice, I'm good. If I come way out and come in the front of the plate, I should be good too, but not as comfortable. Definitely an adjustment there. 2 shots in the realm of 1.5 to 2 seconds-ish. Not bad. I didn't catch my shoulder. I was honestly just basically hovering at that point. I didn't really catch my shoulder on that one. Got my hits in there, but it's not very comfortable. That is going to be something that, if this is the option we go with, it'll take a bunch of retraining to get that figured out, and a bunch of reps of pressing out and find where you like. When I hit here, I'm not even close to where I need to be, and I have to make some adjustments. So whether that's popping out further and bringing your head down further, or bringing it in further, closer to your body. Something we're going to have to play with. 5 body, 1 head. Just enough. And 5 and head. Good hits. That wasn't bad. I came a lot more center line. Already making adjustments with this. So instead of coming up looking for my shoulder groove, I'm coming up. I'm actually going to use that plate. So I'm coming up and I'm placing it on my buttstock on my plate. Not as great for steady shooting, but from room distances, we're shooting out about 7 yards here. That's going to get the job done, no problem. Next one's 2 reload 2. And for those of you watching this that are upset with me for not performing a reload at the end of that course of fire, I had to set it up for this course of fire. I deeply apologize to you. 2 reload 2. Hits are good. Reload was a little slow. Once again, that's going to be because of me. I'm the common denominator here. I'm not running what I traditionally run. I'm going to be a little slower than I normally am. Reloading out of the TRMP, it feels a little flat. Those angles are kind of hard to get to. The G-hook's actually blocking the reload from being optimal off of this first pouch. Something we'll have to play with, something we'll have to shake out. So I've been wearing the belt and the whole setup for about 2.5 hours now. I'm noticing a few things already that things may not be great. Some adjustments I'm going to make. We'll get into that towards the end of this. Keep watching, guys. I've got a pretty cool drill coming up that I think you guys are really going to like. We're going to explore a little bit more of the upside to this, potentially, some of the reasons why we're going to this, and we'll see if that's going to hold us back in any way. So keep watching. We're gonna get into this good stuff now. All right, we're going to do a test on how quick I can get this stuff on and off. So we'll do taking it off first, then we'll do another one putting it on. All right, ready, set, go. Minimal experience working with this thing, and it wasn't terribly bad. My mic pack died, so bear with me on sound here. Let's throw it back on, see how long it takes. And go. That's supposed to fall out. So not terribly bad. A few hiccups. I don't think that neck girdle's supposed to fall out like it did, but I guess that's something we'll mess with. One thing I do find is the buckles, my tubes, are popping off kind of easy. They're also snap-on. The one popped as I was putting that thing on. So it comes on or comes off quick, goes on pretty fast, but there's a few things I'm gonna have to look at as far as if that's gonna continue to do that. If I'm throwing this thing on in a hurry, if those snaps are coming off, my carrier is gonna end up completely falling off if those snaps go. So not ideal there. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. I was impressed with the Origin. There were certain things about it that I was very surprised by, and other things I was slightly disappointed by. That being said, I appreciate you guys bearing with us through some of the technical difficulties. My tech guy, he's kind of new at what he's doing. He does not get paid much money, and we're gonna get him pointed in the right direction. But just bear with us in that aspect. Continue to watch the videos. We do have continued coverage coming up for the next few plate carriers that we're going to cover in the battle to see which one of them is going to become our next plate carrier. So keep watching, guys. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, send it to a friend. And we really do appreciate you guys watching. It helps the channel a ton. Thank you. We appreciate it.